Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. And this lesson marks the beginning of a very interesting topic in finance, something that businesses at all level involve their finance gurus in. And this one is called investment appraisal. Now, before we get any further into this, let's just break down the term itself. Right now, let's look at the first word, which is investment. And all companies at all levels try to be as efficient in the money that they spend as possible. Right, so in daily operations, businesses, or in yearly operations, I should say, businesses will face situations where they're asked to spend money from their hard earned revenue and the money coming out of their profit, and then maybe in the form of maybe buying new machinery, expansion, or any other way through which business is expected to lay some money down. Of course, the routing of that money will come from the finance department. But before the finance department can approve those expenses, they have to make sure that those expenses are worth spending the money for. So, if you're spending X amount of money, how much are we expected to earn back and why? So, it's all about realizing the spending that you make and how much in return you're going to be earning. Because remember, at the end of the day, a business is all about maintaining the efficiency, and all investments that business make must also be efficient, meaning that less money should go in and more money should come out. So the process of appraisal is making sure that the appropriateness of these investments, meaning that they are in the right objective, they have the right profitability. Assessing all of that is the process of investment appraisal. So, if I were to define it, it looks something like this: that it's a financial tool used to evaluate the profitability or viability of an investment being undertaken by the business. Now, all of this said, the question at the end of the day is very simple. And this is the question that all businesses are asking. Are the returns from any project worth the investment? So if I put in $1 million, how much am I getting in return? And what will be the situations that businesses will be asked to put large sums of money down in? Well, anytime a business decides to launch a new product, they must make sure that it is worth making the investment. It is viable, meaning that the money you're spending in making it will be returned and then some in terms of the revenue that you make from it. Many companies, of course, like to expand through mergers and acquisitions. And when you acquire another business, you must first evaluate whether that new business's inclusion will add to your profitability or not. That decision will be held by the investment appraisal phase. And even so much as looking at your marketing expenses. When you go for a new marketing campaign, you have to think of all the means, the digital media, print media, and all of that. Is investing all that money in an ad campaign really worth the investment? That's the question that we need to answer by using the investment appraisal tool. There are multiple tools within it, but all the tools in the end will answer this thing: are the returns worth the investment? And that's the reason why businesses use these investment appraisal tools. So, there are a couple of concepts that are central to this whole discussion on investment decisions. And first of those is, how much risk is the business willing to take? Are they very risk averse, meaning they don't really want to risk a lot of money and they just want to go slow and steady? Or are they highly aggressive and they want to make big investments and make bold decisions? So that's the decision that the business will have to take. What sort of risk are we okay with handling? On the other side of it, the other concept that is central to this is the amount of reward that you are expecting. So these two are very closely linked. You take a certain amount of risk for a certain amount of reward, right? And there's a couple of things that you must remember when it comes to any discussions on risk and reward. Is that higher the risk, higher will be the reward. And lower the risk, the lower is going to be the reward. So another way to say this is, you either play big, go big, or go home, right? So that's how it goes. Now, some of you might think, look, it's not a good idea to take a high risk strategy, but the reason why you go for a high risk strategy is because you're gonna get high rewards for it. So being risky is all right, but do you have the stomach for it? That's something the business will have to say. And when the business sees in that sense is that do we have the money, the patience, and the time to go with a high risk strategy to get my highest reward? And there's nothing wrong with the low risk strategy. That's also fine. It just means that you're not going to get the rewards that the high risk takers are going to get. So risk is quite important. Risk specific to when it comes to investment appraisal, there are two types of risk that all businesses face. First of those is called systematic risk. This is something that's because you're part of a certain system, part of an environment, this is something that will be applicable to all businesses. So this is a risk that is not your fault, but it is there because you're part of a certain system. So let's say a change in the prices. So when inflation goes up, that's just a risk that you couldn't do anything about. So that's something that's part of the system. If you are a resort at the beach and you want to expand and spend some money, but the change in the weather for the worse is beyond your control. So there's a systematic risk to certain businesses and certain investments. And the second type of risk is your specific risk, something that is particular to the business that you are doing. So maybe you have gone in with little knowledge of a new business and started doing it. That's specific to you, not to any other business in that industry. So any investment you undertake, you will find these two types of risk, systematic and specific. And the reason why you're putting up with them is because you're in it for the rewards, which come in the form of cash inflows. You get your customers to pay you, that becomes your revenue, and the revenue becomes profit, and that's the reward that you want for the risk that you're taking. So the right balance between the two is something that is determined by the company based on their objectives. And once you have the right balance, when you have used all the right tools in the investment appraisal, only then can you decide if you want to go ahead with a certain investment or not.